Had to do a little digging to get the old bike out, but we've got it loaded up. And in case you're wondering, that snow is solid ice right now. I had to park downhill just to be able to get the bike up on the trailer because I got no traction. So we are headed to Valley of the Gods, Utah this morning. All right, we have got the Himalayan in tow, and I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of a glimpse at how much snow we got just around the house, in case you're wondering why I'm towing this thing out of here. Now, keep in mind, this is after 3 days of sunshine. Granted, the temps weren't really above freezing, but my goodness, it has been a challenging year for snow. Super great because we need the water. In case no one out there knows, the Southwest is in a perpetual state of drought. And Lake Mead, Lake Powell, and all of the things that feed California, for example, are empty or very close to it. So there is a huge water shortage, and all of this stuff that is piled up will definitely go a long way towards refilling some of that. And we're still early in the season. We have until March to get snow, so just not good for motorcycle riding. All right, here we are. We just arrived at Valley of the Gods, Utah. It's right next to Monument Valley and also Mexican Hat, Utah. Stopped for gas in Bluff, Utah. So there is some of it right there. Pretty darn cool, but we're kind of down in the bottom right now. It's a little bit wet. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's a little bit wet, a little muddy, but not too bad. There's like probably a seasonal creek or something that I have to cross to actually get into the park, but we're going to get unloaded and ready to roll. This is the Valley of the Gods, Utah, and we've got the Onyx off-road map going, so we'll be able to take a look at it when we get back. And I've got my fancy new helmet, fancy new gloves. Pretty excited. So far, I've only used my gloves to, shovel snow. We got a little bit of water on the trail. I saw that already. Let's get past that sagebrush. Okay, and here we go. Oh, sand. My favorite. What a way to start off. There's the water. I gotta admit, so far, this place looks pretty darn awesome. Supposedly, this is a place where there's a lot of movies filmed, and I believe it. Well, there we go. Good grief. That didn't take long. Look at that. Wow. Definitely city slickers right there. Pretty darn awesome. And one of the few places that we can actually ride this time of year. At least me. So this is about, 80 miles from where I live. But not too bad. I got my fancy new helmet. I'm hoping that it's going to be quieter. I got a Shoei Hornet X2. And it definitely cost enough that it should work. Look at that. This is just an outdoor magazine picture book right here. It is unbelievable. So Valley of the Gods, Utah. It's not very far from Monument Valley, which is what the stuff that I read is a more popular place. Now this is in the Bear Ears Valley, which is, if you're in the Native American culture, this is sacred land for them. In fact, all these rock formations that we're seeing in their culture are the spirits of the warriors of the past. All these little spires that you see standing up all around here. It's pretty cool. And we are just
We're actually very, very close to the Mountain Ute tribe and passed through some reservation land getting here. We're on the north side of the Navajo, which Navajo reservation ends very close to the New Mexico-Colorado border, which we definitely went close to. But once you get up into Utah, then it's the Utes. Lots of different tribal houses around that we passed in Aneth when we were coming up this direction. But yeah, wow, look at this. It is unbelievable. There is no snow on the ground, which is very nice. Looks like there's a little bit up top around the rim there of the canyon. What a great place. Oh. And guess who did not strap his helmet? In case y'all can hear that ticking, that is my helmet strap saying, hey, dummy, you forgot to strap me. So there's a great place to pull off. I got the chin strap strapped. Here we go. Got some new boots, and they're tight, so it's a little different shifting with those guys. Look at the scenery. It is unreal. This is very cool. This is the Southwest. There is no doubt about that. In case anyone had any doubts, Southwest United States. We're in the Four Corners area, which comprises Colorado, where I live, Utah, where we are currently, New Mexico, where we drove through just south of here, and Utah, which is south and west of here. So those of y'all that have watched before know that I'm riding a Himalayan. It's my first adventure bike, and it is not the most powerful beast out there, but it really does great off-road, so super happy about the way it works on these. My goodness, look at that. On these types of roads, I've got new tires for it, which I have not fitted. Pirelli MT21 tires, and they are super grippy compared to the OEM stock seat tires that come on it, so I can't wait to get those on. Then it will, even though this stuff right here, you really don't need it, it's basically just a road, which is why I'm not sitting, because then I wouldn't be able to talk at all. Man, that is cool. There's a little canyon that is just west of where I live called Sand Canyon. And it's got, some of these same types of rock formations. There's actually a lot of old Puebloan ruins in those as well, which predate the Navajo and the Utes in this area. This fancy new helmet that I've got comes with a pin lock. I grabbed every cord that I own and every other piece of riding gear except for the new pin lock. And my face shield is fogging up because I'm not going super fast. And it's about 37 degrees outside. I've been watching videos on how to, ride an adventure touring motorcycle. So this little semi-attack position that I'm in right now, even though you don't need it on the road, is trying to keep the knees bent, absorb the shocks, hands loose on the handlebars. Very similar to the way I ride a mountain bike. Man, look at all this stuff. Hopefully I don't run into anything while I'm trying to get these panoramic views for everybody. And I can see more, which is really why we're here. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is unbelievable. Wow. You know, the reason I moved to Colorado is because it's cooler than Texas from a temperature standpoint. It's also cooler from the scenery, and then right next door to where we live is this scenery, which is breathtaking. It's really amazing. Had to drive a little bit to get here, but you know, hour and a half, 2 hours worth of driving is not that bad to get away from the snow. I have to admit that I'm kind of tired of the snow already. We had about between 3 and 4 feet on the ground over the last 3 weeks. That's a lot all at once. We were actually snowed in a couple of times. Power went out. Gosh, look at that. That is so cool. First ride with my service hand guards as well. Getting this thing all snazzied up. Wow, looks like we're really starting to go back up into it now. It's like a gateway to all of the rock formations up ahead of us. Another thing I'm trying to work on is my turning ability. So you're supposed to put your weight on the outside foot, on the outside of a turn, whenever you're turning, and try to keep the bike a little more upright. Makes sense. Not necessarily the most instinctual thing to do, which is why we practice. So all these little turnouts that are over here are supposed to be available for camping, from what I understand. I'll put the links in to the Utah website, and also this one, any information down in the description if you want to do any research, or you could just type in Valley of the Gods in Google. That works. That's what I did. I've referenced the movie City Slickers before, but I think just about any Western has got views like this in it. It's amazing. So I've also got the Tech Bike Parts cam that I've got to install here shortly. I really wanted to be able to come out and ride this last weekend, so I didn't put it in. Then it looked like the weather was going to break, and I was going to be able to do it this weekend, and here we are. And the chances of us getting more snow, I had a hard time just getting out of the doggone garage today. I had to dig a hole to be able to get past the snowbank that fell off the roof right in front of it. I feel like I need a drone for this ride. Got some shade on the north side here, and we have the mud to go with it. Oh, that is pretty slick. Oh yeah, little squirreliness right there. Look at that. That is so cool. Very cool. All right, let's get back on the road. Here we go. Little slushy up here. Okay. Look at that. It just keeps coming. It's all over the place. Very nice. Try to drive through the tire tracks in the mud. Hopefully they squish it all the way down to the solid ground. That's a theory. Huh. I don't know if it's true. Nice brisk day, I gotta admit. The sun is out, and it's really nice when you're standing still. When you get a little wind, it's a little on the chilly side. Trying to ride and get the shots. Sometimes it gets the better of me. There's more over there. Look at that. You know, you're supposed to look at where the road is going, which is good, unless there's a really sharp turn in between where you're looking and where you're going. Water. Man, look at that. It's great. Almost. That one looks like a person over there, standing up in the middle, maybe kneeling down. Checking the old gas, just making sure we're good. We're good. The only unfortunate thing about this ride is when I go back home, I go back to a lot of snow. That doggone driveway was slicker than snot, my goodness. It was solid ice. And 2 wheels don't work great on ice. 4 wheels don't work great on ice. 2 wheels really don't. So I'm hoping this road curves around and actually takes us back up against the wall of the canyon again. Pretty swervy tire tracks. They're probably doing the same thing I am, looking at everything. So the helmet, I'm curious how the audio is going to turn out. I'm hoping that it's a lot quieter. That was one of the reasons that I got this helmet. Not only that, it's safe. It's a good quality helmet, and it fits my oblong noggin. That had something to do with it as well. And I gotta say, it does feel really good. I must have been eating too much candy and sweets during the holidays because my cheeks are feeling a little bit of the pinch. So I ordered 4mm skinnier pads for each side. Or maybe they're 5mm less, so it'll be 10 total. Give me a little bit more cheek room in there. Heck, I even made sure I shaved all the way down this morning. But it's a very nice helmet. If I would have brought the pen lock, that would have been something that I could have tried out. That would have been awesome. But you know, what do you do? At least I got my cords. If you're a photographer, I will say this is an amazing place to come. I can't even imagine if I really knew what I was doing. Ooh, that looks like ruins right up there. See, that looks kind of like a cave off to the right. That looks very similar to Mesa Verde and Sand Canyon. Hopefully this road goes around and goes back that direction. We'll see. Interesting. Maybe that's the official trailhead / ranger station. Got a little solar going there. Interesting. No sun. Oh, there it is. Bed and breakfast. Okay. There you go. Very cool. Guess you can actually stay right here. It's a neat place. I think it's about an 18-mile road. I feel like maybe I came in the wrong road. Google Maps. That's what I was following. Never sends you astray, does it? Oh, looky there. There's a road. Interesting. So what do we want to do? You want to go to the right? Let's just go check it out. Oh, that looks like a fun sign. Here we are, stopped on the side of the road on a pass that I definitely didn't plan on going on. In fact, I didn't even know it existed. And we got some doggone elevation.